Hi everyone, it's Terry here, sharing another process video for Peartree Cutfiles. This time it's for my challenge, my Moodboard challenge for the online crop, and I'm using this winter tags cut file. So you'll see I've cut it out from white cardstock and I've popped my Moodboard picture to the left hand side to remind me of all those different inspiration invoking photos and colour schemes that I can use. So I've pulled out the centre of the word winter and I'm just currently painting it with a silver metallic acrylic paint, just a normal store-bought one. So I've popped that to one side to dry, and now I'm going to use this baker's twine to add some interest along where you can see the kind of twine runs on the cut file. So basically I've added glue to the card where the twine is, and I'm just basically sticking the twine over the cut file. Some areas I'm cutting so that I can tuck it underneath, so you can see where it actually should go, just to create a bit more interest on this cut file, bit of a different texture going on. And I just thought it was something quite funky to do to it, and something I've not done before. So now that I've let that dry, I'm going to back each tag in colours that coordinate with the mood board. So I've picked out a few different patterned papers from my stash, the various different collections. I'm not sticking to any specific collections for this layout, it's just whatever I've found that goes in my stash. So I'm literally just going to stick these patterned paper pieces onto the back and backfill each tag. So I pick out 3 different colours and then I duplicate them a second time so that they coordinate across the page. So now that the last tag is backed, I've gone with reds, greys and greens. I've pulled out that winter that's now dry and looking nice and shiny. It's difficult to see on the video, but I'm just backing each letter with some foam squares so that it raises it up on top of the tag, creating some depth. So I'm spending quite a lot of time at the moment adding things to this cut file, and this is because I want this to be kind of the main focal point of the layout. I'm just going to add some stickles, glitter glue, to where each of the snowflakes are on the tags, just to add a bit of bling. And again, it adds a different kind of texture and a bit of shine to the layout. So I'm going to pop that to one side to dry. Now unfortunately my video cut out, see I've missed this first step, which is where I've just torn some patterned paper and added it to the top and bottom of my white cardstock. and I'm now using a snowflake stencil from Echo Park just to add some silver paint, the same one that I used for the winter letters, just to my layout to create kind of a background for it all to sit on. So you can just see where I'm popping the silver. It's quite subtle in the background, and then I'm going to put my cut file at the bottom of the layout. It's normally something I would put in the centre, so I wanted to do something a bit different, but I thought it just sits quite nicely on top of that torn area at the bottom. So I'm going to stick the bottom flush to the page, and then I've popped some foam pads underneath the top of the cut file so that it's got some lift. And then I've got these 3 photos from when we went on a wintry walk in the snow, and I'm just going to add them in kind of a bit of a kind of triangle pattern, and then I'm going to tuck lots of different stickers and ephemera in and around that area. So I'm just going through my sticker sheet. So I've got some create paper, some simple stories, to pick out anything that's winter related that also jumps out at me, either because of the colour scheme from the mood board or anything that's kind of particularly visible on that mood board. I've also got some tiny word stickers that I'm using that talk about snow and winter wonderland. And I've got a little mug there that's got some hot chocolate in it. I've got a Christmas, well, wintry looking tree, and I've got a woman in kind of a red warm winter jacket. And then you can see I've also put that little house in there because there's a house on the mood board. I'm adding in a little snow globe there. Some more trees are going on. So I'm just looking through this sticker sheet, see if there's anything I want to add in. And you'll see there's a floral arrangement and also a bundt cake that's got like foliage in, so I want to pull out some of that just to add to my layout so that I've got as many different elements from that mood board on my page as I possibly could. For my challenge over on the crop, you don't need to add every element, it's just to be inspired by one or all or any in particular piece of that mood board. It's just that I liked to try and get as much of it as I can on this page, just to show that more is more sometimes. So now I'm just rooting around in my stash, and one of the things that I've not added on is hearts, and you can see there's a definite heart on that mood board. So I've pulled out these bright red kind of frosted perspectives, so I've added them as the finishing touch. So thanks for joining me on YouTube today. Don't forget to check out the Peartree Cutfile online crop that's happening this weekend, and you've got until the 7th of February to join in, and lots of fab prizes. I'll put links in the comments below.